Erica Popplewriter here at the Women Managing the Farm Conference. And joining us now is Lance Woodbury. He is a family business consultant and had a couple of sessions here. So tell us a little bit about what you're discussing with these women today.
Mostly what I'm discussing, Erica, is how families can pass the farm from one generation to the next, or the ranch, as it may be, and some of the issues that come along or some of the challenging things in that transition and how to work through those challenges.
Well, we certainly know making that transition can be tricky business. Emotions, play into things. People get frustrated. What's some advice that you provide people?
I usually tell people to think of it as a process. In other words, it's not just you develop a succession plan and check the box and then you're done, that you have to commit to some regular communication and interaction over time. And to also make sure that all voices are heard. A lot of times the people just working in the business will have some conversations, but the spouses or in-laws don't always hear those conversations. So having a process that brings everybody to the table is pretty important.
So if you had to share one tidbit of advice that you feel can just sort of be a constant reminder in that process of transitioning the farm, what would that piece of advice be?
Well, I'm going to share two. One is to start early. So it takes a while to unwind and let go of a farm or ranch and hand it off to the next generation. So start early so that process continues to happen. And the other thing is just communicate a lot. Communication is like the oil in the engine, so to speak, and you don't notice it sometimes until it's not there and the engine freezes up. It works that way in a family too. So making sure they just communicate often is really important.
Well, and emotions aside in the process, clearly there's a lot of things to think about when it comes to the business aspect of it and making sure that you're transitioning things smoothly without a lot of financial repercussions. What are some considerations there?
The way I often encourage people to think about it is to wear an ownership hat, which you think about things like tax and implications with your lender and things like that. And then you can also wear a management hat and think about all the issues as an employee or manager that you need to be thinking about, the transition of knowledge, so to speak, or agronomic or animal husbandry knowledge. And then amidst all that, you're also a family member. So keeping people happy around the Thanksgiving table is also important. So that's how that ownership, management, and family, sort of those three systems are how I help people think through it.
Excellent advice. Thanks again, Lance Woodbury, for joining us. We do appreciate your input and, making those transitions, again, not easy, but if they want to find you and get more information and get some assistance, where do they go?
They can go to the KCO website. KCO ISOM is a firm that I work with to provide these services, and that would be at www.kcoe.com.
Great. Thank you, Lance. Stay tuned. We will be back with more.